an idea, you know, you can see she's pretty messed up with it all. And a lot of people have trouble handling that. You know, one of the things I do is try and trap their horse and hold it still. And basically, if you trap a horse, that makes it a lot worse than what it already was as a rule, because they're programmed to fight when they feel trapped. And that's something that comes from the wild. She's in season 2, which is not helping a great deal. So she's a little bit crabby. So I thought it might be a good one to make a film out of. So what I want to do first is just show you what I expect from them on the ground. She's only been here a couple of days, but I'd like her to be respectful enough to get out of my space. Not reactive, but walk around me, not through me or past me. She should turn over like that and just go straight to moving around me, be respectful, move a hind end away. Move a hind end away, and she shouldn't resist, you know, and I should be able to control her in any way I need it before I even start on something like head shyness, because that little bit of respect is what's going to help me deal with this. You know, I don't have to worry about her trying to knock me over or run over me, or, you know, because I've sorted that out already. So for safety's sake, I want my horse soft. The other thing I like to do is teach them to put the head down. So, you know, I don't want to do this one. Normally I'd have another hand up on the pole. I'll just ask with the lead rope, tip the nose, give when I get something, ask when she tips her nose or does anything that's positive like that, I'll give, you know, and get her to understand that I can bring her head down, you know. Arabs are very sensitive horses, which means that if you don't operate in a fashion where you're using good feel and timing, they'll give you trouble. But they're also very, very quick horses to learn because of that sensitivity. So I enjoy working with them. She's a little head shy, no idea why. I'm not going to speculate out of respect for the owner or the person that had it before the owner. So I won't do any speculation on that. But she's head shy. I've never ever seen a horse that was born head shy. I've only ever seen them made head shy, so usually something causes it. I can get my hand to about there. I'll go up to here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hand on her where I can, and I'm going to stay with her and ask her to drop that head down. If she gives me something positive, I'll take it away. So rather than, what I am going to do is when she plays up, when she throws her head, plays up, I'm going to try and stay with her. Okay, so we'll go up there again. I'll be a little rougher on her because I want you to see that she really is a head shy case. There we go. As soon as she stops, I'll take it away. We go up again. You know, and pretty much anything we do that a horse has an issue with something, it's about that. Try and deal with a little bit of it and it'll go away. You know, and it doesn't take very long. I'll start to rub her. You know, she's tossing her head there, she's resisting the holder. There it comes. She's learning how to get rid of me in a way that I want. So basically what I've done is got her to invent a really groovy way of getting rid of my hand that suits us both. So she's doing that because it's her idea, not mine. And pretty quickly, you know, I can hang on to that ear and she'll hold still. Okay, we'll go at it again. I'm going to put my hand up there. She's throwing the head. There she comes, there she comes. I want a little bit more than that this time. There we go. Okay, I want her to learn that I'm not going to hurt her, and if she just deals with it, it'll go away. And that's the same with the horse that moves when you're mounting. If you can sort of hop around with them and stick with them and step down when they stop moving, and do that half a dozen times, pretty soon they'll just stand still for you. Okay, she's been a little belligerent there. I'll ask her to move backwards. Good. That's the mare in season thing coming out. There we go. You know, and they do. So, you know, be aware of your horse. Like try and stand to one side. I've got my arm reasonably stiff, so, you know, she can't hit me in the face. I'm holding her short, but I'm not choking up on her. You know, that gives you just a little bit of control to protect myself. If she throws her head at mine or something, I've had a few black eyes in my life. I don't want any more if I can avoid it. And pretty soon, that horse will start to deal with things. There she goes again. I'm going to let her make her mind up what she does about this. Now, if I'd been trapping her, she'd probably run off there. But because I'm giving her a way out of me doing this, she doesn't feel the need to. Okay, I'm going to massage her behind her ear there, see if I can find a reason why she's like this too. Some horses get sore in the poll, or you know, you can feel them with a real clunk there. Sometimes they bang their head in a float and they're just sore. You know, sometimes they might have a burr or a thorn caught in there and a bit of an infection, you wouldn't know. But, you know, be aware of that sort of thing, look for it, look for a reason. With her, I think she's been like it for a while, and I think the reason's long gone, but the head shyness has stayed. You know, I just need to convince her that I'm not going to hurt her. A little bit of time, like I'd be silly to teach this horse to accept a bridle or attempt to until I'm right on top of this, and then I would teach her to accept a bridle exactly the same way with a bit of sort of approach and retreat. So we might even film her again when I go to bridle her up because she's not been bridled, and see how she likes that. You want to be able to pick your horse's head up too. There we go, there's a bit of head shyness. I'll bring her head back and put my hand up there. Start again. Be a bit patient, don't expect to get something solid in one go. Solid is when you can do it every day of the week and that it just stays, and that you can do it straight off the bat when you start training, not halfway through a session. So, you know, whilst things look good when guys like me do these things and get it quick, nothing's solid until we've done a lot of it. Thank you. That'll do. Turn it off. I can't talk anymore.